West Ham frustrated the hell out of United and Carrick at the London Stadium, and we couldn't make it 5 from 5. Yeah, I'm frustrated, but overall, feeling pretty damn positive if you ask me. 13 points from 15. A wonderful Sesko equaliser. There's lots we learned, and vitally lots Carrick learned in that West Ham game. Now, let me explain all the things that you should take forward from that 1-1 draw that Carrick will. Sometimes when it comes to learning things, you learn more from your errors and your mistakes than you do from the stuff you get right. We nailed it in his first 4 games. That West Ham game, I think Carrick made a couple of mistakes. It's not drastic, it's not huge, not panic, but stuff you'll learn from for the next time that we play against a low block. I'll run through it. And yeah, I'm going to be speaking about that Sesko goal again because my head still can't get around what happened. But first things first, it has been fantastic under Carrick so far, and I want to just reiterate that to begin with. Frustration, yeah, of course. But we've got 13 points from our opening 15 under Michael Carrick. He's allowed us to start believing that we can go into games with a bit more confidence than we did before, and they've been delivering. Now, West Ham, they set up in that low block, and he was disappointed, really, in how United played. And so was I. And certainly the first half, better in the second half, but United are in the top 4 still. Villa are playing, I think tonight, they're probably going to drop some. Liverpool playing Sunderland, well, they're guaranteed to win? No, Sunderland have won, well, haven't lost at home this season. Let's find out what goes on there. But it's been a better than we could possibly have expected start. And it's more the fact that we've all allowed ourselves to go into games like that and feel like we could win. I thought it was going to be, if my prediction was a 2-1, it'd be a tough win if we got it and we didn't get it. But the most important takeaway from that game is lessons learned against a low block. And I think this comes in terms of the starting 11 and what happened during the game. Because 2 mistakes I think Carrick made with the starting 11. One was playing Mbeumo out wide left. And Mbeumo's best position is on the right-hand side when he cuts in. You know that. We know that. And that's actually where the goal came from, which leads on to the second point. I don't think we'll be seeing Mbeumo play out wide left if we're playing a low block again. I also don't... Well, he was playing centre forward low. It just wasn't working in those positions for him. And it wasn't working for Cunha. Because Cunha's best asset is when he's able to run at a defence or run into space and use that drive he's got with the ball. In a low block, his game was kind of nullified. So was Bruno's. But I'm keeping Bruno on. Or maybe there's certain games where Bruno will come off. I don't know. But I don't think you'll see Cunha and Mbeumo start in the same positions like we saw against West Ham. And we all know what the solution was because all of United's best chances came from United swinging balls in the box. Whether it was Casemiro from Mainoo's cross. Man, off by kneecap. That deserved to be an equaliser. Or whether it was Xerxes having the shot from Bruno, the header from Bruno in the 92nd minute. Or whether it was the winner from Sesko. Our best chances came when United flooded the box and got crosses in. That's not a sustainable long-term approach to winning football games, but certain games, certain scenarios, that's the best thing to do. It should have happened earlier. It should have happened from the start. We should have had really, probably, I would say, Sesko up front and Mbeumo out on the left. Would you go Cunha? I don't know who you play on the left. Anyway, it'll be Sesko up front and Mbeumo out on the right. I'm not sure who you play on the left. You might play Ahmad. You might play Cunha. You might play Bruno there. I don't know. But getting the balls in the box was the difference maker for United against West Ham. And I think Carrick has learned that lesson. And maybe we would have won the game had Sesko started. But we need to speak about that goal for a minute or two again. Because I still can't get my head around how he got that finish done. Like both of his finishes against Fulham and against West Ham. Side on, not particularly the cleanest of positions to be shooting from. Almost slightly awkward. And that's not Spurs. That one there against West Ham, he's leaning back too. To get that to where he got it, it was such a deft and purposeful finish from a player who's been banging form. And something I want to say about him is the goals that he has scored has directly earned United 3 points. 2 more against Fulham with that last-minute winner. And a draw. That it doesn't change how frustrating that game was, but I think we deserved a draw by the end of that because we chased the game. And that's something I'm going to credit Carrick with as well. Again, when it comes to how to break down a low block, number 1, you could have put more balls in the box. But number 2, how we approached the last 10-15 minutes of the game. Delo came off. Xerxes came on. We left it open at the back. And we'll speak about what Yoro did at that point. But because of that, we were able to flood the box more. We had a little bit of an overload going forward. I'm just delighted for Sesko, first of all. Secondly, unreal finish. Thirdly, I think he's probably in the starting 11 against West Ham. against Everton. And somebody who may well be in the start 11, depending on the fitness of Maguire, is Yoro. And somebody who I think certainly deserves to be spotlighted after that game for those 2 tackles he made. Now, I already mentioned it there, but Carrick's approach to the last 10-15 minutes of the game, a.k.a. I'd rather United lose 2-0 and we said that we did it all, rather than United seeing out a 1-0 win and we don't get a shot on target. It left United exposed at the back. We played 3 at the back and Yoro was exposed twice. That one there was probably the more impressive one, I think. So Callum Wilson bearing down on him, and he looks and sees someone over the shoulder, trying to mark 2, staying in the middle, drives towards Wilson at the right second, gets the tackle in. And the same happened to Adama Traore on the other side. It was just fantastic from a player who's had to sit on the sidelines, like Sesko, under Carrick so far, because he's not been in the starting 11s. But clearly it's not damp. I don't want to use the word dampened. Just well done to him for coming on at that moment and putting in 2 really key defensive tackles, because without those, we can't get that equaliser from Sesko. So well done to Yoro, who's somebody who's had to bide his time. And as Carrick said there, like, a credit to him when he came on. He made the difference in defence, and Sesko made the difference going forward. But for Carrick himself, we've now got 12 days until this game against Everton. He's already confirmed that basically United are going to stay in Manchester, not do much. I think the players are going to get some time off. There were questions about a mid-season friendly against, a Kuwait All-Stars team, or maybe even going to a warm weather training camp in Florida. Carrick has gone against both of those and they're staying in Manchester. So United, again, are prioritising it in the same way that when Amorim got the Amazon documentary cancelled, that was for the priority of the club rather than the priority of the bank account. This is a decision which has been made for the priority of the club and the recovery of the players and the recovery of Carrick. It's been a brilliant start. I'm going to go back to it again there. I know that frustration is going to be one of the overarching feelings after that game, because we played against the low block. We've now learned, and Carrick has certainly... I don't think we needed to learn that as United fans. We kind of all said it going into the game. It feels like balls into the box, maybe some early shots are going to be a way to break the low block down. But we've got evidence of it there. So if we go against Everton, and maybe Everton will do that. Maybe they won't. I need to go back and look through that game that we played against them. But wasn't that the game where they had 10 men? Was that Everton? I think that was Everton. Was that West Ham? I can't remember. It's one of those stinky games. Either way, it's been fantastic. 13 points for 15 is more than any of us could have asked for. I wouldn't say we got greedy, and I wouldn't even say I expected to beat West Ham. I knew it was going to be a tough game. They just made it tougher than I thought they would. They got their goal. We got the equaliser. I'm taking those first 5 results, and I'm taking them into this 12-13 day break, because certainly positivity is the main thing I've got right now from what I'm watching so far at United. And even if there are mistakes that were made in that West Ham game, for Sesko to get that goal, big moment. That team loses 2-3-0 last year. You know it.